In the beginning, before time itself, God created the heavens and the earth. A vast, empty canvas, formless and void, lay shrouded in an impenetrable darkness. The Spirit of God hovered over the face of the deep, a silent anticipation before the dawn of existence. Then, with a divine command, God spoke, "Let there be light." And instantly, light pierced the cosmic darkness, separating day from night, marking the very first day of creation. On the second day, God separated the waters above from the waters below, creating an expanse, a firmament, which he called sky. The heavens were established, a majestic dome over the nascent world. The third day brought forth dry land from the swirling waters. Continents and islands emerged. God commanded the earth to produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants, towering trees yielding fruit, each according to its kind, painting the landscape with vibrant life. On the fourth day, God placed the great lights in the expanse of the sky, the sun to govern the day, the moon to govern the night, and countless stars to illuminate the darkness. They were set as signs to mark seasons, days, and years. The fifth day saw the oceans teeming with life. Great sea creatures and every living thing that moves in the water were created, and the skies filled with birds of every kind, soaring and singing, filling the air with their presence. On the sixth day, the earth brought forth living creatures, livestock, creeping things, and wild animals, each according to its kind. The world was now vibrant, alive, and teeming with diverse forms of life. Finally, God said, "Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness." And so, from the dust of the ground, God formed Adam, breathing into him the breath of life. From Adam's rib, he fashioned Eve, a perfect companion. He placed them in the Garden of Eden, a paradise of beauty and abundance, giving them dominion over all creation. But this perfect harmony was soon challenged. Temptation, embodied by a cunning serpent, entered the garden. Eve, swayed by the serpent's deceit, partook of the forbidden fruit, and Adam, in turn, followed. In that moment, sin entered the world, shattering their innocence and breaking their communion with God. They were cast out of Eden, into a world now marked by toil and suffering. Generations passed, and humanity's wickedness grew. The world became filled with violence and corruption, grieving the heart of God. Yet, amidst the pervasive evil, one man, Noah, found favor in the eyes of the Lord. God revealed his plan to cleanse the earth with a great flood and instructed Noah to build an ark, a vessel of salvation for his family and pairs of every living creature. For 40 days and 40 nights, the rains descended, covering the highest mountains, engulfing the entire earth. The ark, a beacon of hope, floated upon the vast, tumultuous waters, preserving life amidst the universal destruction. When the waters receded, Noah and his family, along with all the animals, emerged onto dry land. God established a new covenant with humanity, promising never again to destroy all life with a flood. As a beautiful sign of this everlasting promise, he set his rainbow in the clouds. Centuries later, humanity, in its pride, sought to build a tower that would reach the heavens, a monument to their own glory. This was the Tower of Babel. God, seeing their unified defiance, confused their language and scattered them across the face of the earth, giving rise to the diverse nations and tongues we know today. And from among these scattered nations, God called a man named Abram, later known as Abraham. He commanded him to leave his homeland and journey to a land he would show him, promising to make him into a great nation, to bless him, and to make his name great. This was the beginning of a divine promise, a covenant that would shape the course of history, and bring forth a lineage through whom all the families of the earth would be blessed. This is the profound and epic story of Genesis, the beginning of creation, the fall of man, the judgment and grace of the flood, the dispersion of nations, and the dawn of faith through God's enduring promise to Abraham.